Good morning, and welcome to FRO News. My name is Michael.
And my name is Robert.
And this is my son.
Our motto is, if you want unbiased reporting, you should look somewhere else.
Well, anyway, first on today's list is the Royal Proclamation. It was issued 253 years ago, in the year of 1763.
It was a document that gave the Aboriginals rights in North America. Basically, it said,
only the Crown could buy land from the Aboriginals. People weren't allowed to settle on Aboriginal land without the Crown buying it first.
However, it did say Britain owned the whole of North America, although it is the first real documented step towards giving Aboriginals rights.
In other words, it says that King George has ownership of all the land of North America. However, it does explicitly state that the Aboriginal title continues to exist.
And that all land would be considered Aboriginal land until ceded to by treaty.
And now, over to weather, with Bill Nye.
So as you can see, we're here in Seattle. Well, it's roughly 22 degrees Fahrenheit, going by American standards. So you know, it's a little bit chilly outside. We got a little bit of you know, the evaporation, rain stuff, you know, that kind of thing, biology stuff. And as you can see here in the Stonehenge, London, well, it's pretty green. I mean, you know, yeah, that's all. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Bill Nye.
And now, we have a commercial break. Join us as we travel back in time to a time where things were different. A time when children were ripped away from their families. A time when fear and malice reigned supreme. Join us as we go back to Australia to explore residential schools. Escaping. Coming the year the Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup. Welcome back to FRO News.
And now to CN's for sports.
Hello everybody, thank you for that. Today I am standing with the No Burr, and I'd like to say you played a phenomenally good sports thing today.
It was the best sports that we had ever sports.
The best sports they had ever sports. Do you have any ideas on what you're going to be doing next week with your sportsing career?
As of right now, no, but there is a sports fest next week.
Sports Fest next week, guys. Check it out on TSN 93. Also, one last thing. What do you have to say to your fans?
Well, I hope you like the sports because you'll get a lot more of them.
A lot more of them. Sportsing with CN. Thank you.
Thank you for that. Now, you may be wondering why we are talking about events that happened so long ago.
The reason is because these issues we have shared with you have modern day consequences.
In the first story, we covered about the Royal Proclamation that was created 253 years ago. There are still consequences today, such as Aboriginals still having to fight for their land in Indian status.
The reason they have to do this is because some people don't recognize it is part of the law. Even though it is in the Constitution, it sometimes does not get followed.
Now, we cut over to Bill Nye interviewing someone in Canada about this issue.
I think
Brought me into this, or not. Alright, so here we are at the Aborigine camp. The natives, like, their home place, you know? Where they live their lives, because we don't exactly allow them on our, well, we do, but they have their own specified places to live. where they don't necessarily have as many rights ever since the Royal Proclamation, which was signed in 1763. So as you see, we have a native woman, a girl, and a native boy. So we're gonna ask them a few questions. So first off, have you tried beef before? Beef? Like you go hunting for you? You don't kill buffaloes? I go. Oh, you go to McDonald's? I go to McDonald's.
The Burger King.
How about where you live? Do you guys like live in teepees?
No, we live in a house. It's over there around. Yeah.
Oh, a house.
It's over there. I don't know.
You don't live in a teepee. Okay. Well, let's get into some deep questions.
Okay.
So okay. How has life been with the Royal Proclamation? How has it changed the way you guys live in general?
Well, you get the reserves, but we also don't own our land. So,
Right.
which kind of sucks.
This is government-owned land.
Yeah.
Yeah. So also next question
Yeah.
is has this experience been has it given you a positive outcome or a negative outcome?
Both, I guess. You don't get much freedom as a kid.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Well, at least you can go hunt for buffaloes.
That's right.
So how about well, how is the deal with the generations? Like, how has your previous generation been doing? Which is worse? Do you think that this will be a positive outcome for the next generations to come? Or
Negative.
negative?
Yeah, negative.
For sure.
For sure.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, back to you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Bill Knife. Now, to the current issues relating to the former commercial we saw about Aboriginal peoples in Australia.
There are many modern consequences that go along with what we saw in the commercial.
Today, many Aboriginal peoples in Australia struggle to regain lands taken from them, as well as to gain equal pay and jobs.
National Reconciliation Week was first created and celebrated in 1996 with the aim to give people across Australia the opportunity to focus on reconciliation between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australians.
Each year, National Reconciliation Week has a different theme, such as walking together, working together, and sharing our future.
The Council for Aboriginal Reconciliation and Reconciliation Australia was established under the Council for Aboriginal Reconciliation Act in 1991 to promote a process of reconciliation between Aborigines and the wider Australian community.
In 2008, Prime Minister Kevin Rudd issued a formal apology to the Aboriginals of Australia, particularly to the stolen generations, which were the children that were stolen from their families and put into camps such as Moore River, and for laws inflicting grief upon families.
Bringing the Aborigines and non-Indigenous people of Australia together is an ongoing problem and process in Australia today, and many problems were caused as a result of the laws set by the government which are still ongoing. We call this news story Reconciliation.
Now, for random Donald Trump facts before the election.
Donald Trump. Okay, thank you for joining us on FRO News tonight. This is
Michael.
and I'm Robert, and my son is over there. We'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time.
And you also note that we are the best radio station ever, and you know.
Please like, comment, and subscribe.